In my previous video, I have talked about clauses, and today I'm going to talk about subordinate clauses. There are three subordinate clauses: noun clause, adjective clause, and adverb clause. So, before we get into that, I would request you to stick to my video till the last so that you get a lot of insight of the language, watching my video. So, in today's video, I'm going to talk about subordinate clauses, and there are three subordinate clauses: noun clause, adjective clause, and adverb clause. Today, we will be focusing on noun clause, but before that, I would like to talk about the phrase and the clause. So, if I talk about phrase, it is also group of some words, and clause is also group of some words. The basic difference is that in a phrase we don't have any verb. It is collection of a few words, one word, two word, three words, or four words, or more than four words, but there would be no verb. But these collection of words or group of words always gives meaning, though not the full meaning, but it adds something to the meaning of the sentence. Okay, of a sentence. Now, we were talking about subordinate clause last time. I told you that main clause or independent clause or principal clause gives us full meaning, complete meaning. But subordinate clauses actually they don't give us full meaning. They always depend on principal clause for their meaning. Okay, now as we are talking about subordinate clause, I will talk about it, but a little focus on phrase and clause. So, as I told you, I'm going to give you an example of a phrase. Okay, so phrase can be a small collection of words. So, I can say in the corner, at the gate, on the beach, or on the road. So it is not essential that it is going to start from the preposition always. It can be participle, it can be gerund, and it can be infinitive phrases also. So I can say that, uh, you know, sleeping on the couch, this is a phrase. Sleeping on the couch, it is not a verb. You would say, ma'am, it is sleeping. Sleeping means, someone is sleeping. It is showing an action, but it is not a verb. It is not showing an action. It is showing the continuity of a work. Sleeping on the couch, she started thinking about her life. Now she started thinking about her life. This is the main subject. Sleeping on the couch, it is not actually any sentence, so we don't have any verb into it. It is called participle phrase. So I'm not going to confuse you by telling all these stuff, which will certainly make you confused. Rather, I'm going to tell you that in a phrase you can find that gerund, participle, infinitive, abstract noun, preposition, phrase, everything you will find in a phrase, but not in a clause. So if I say, I'm giving you a very easy example for you to understand that what is a basic difference between this phrase and clause. So if I say a beautiful satin blue dress, so I'm talking about a beautiful satin blue dress. Okay, now there is no verb, only a group of words. A beautiful satin blue dress. Now what I'm doing, that I'm adding a subject and verb to it. So if I say, I wore a beautiful satin blue dress, now it is a complete sentence because we have introduced a subject and verb to it. I think it has become clear to you. Now I'm giving you another example. So if I say in the evening, okay, so it is a phrase, no verb is there, but I'm going to add subject and verb to it. So I will come in the evening. Now it has become a clause. And in another word, you can call it a full sentence, right? Now we'll talk about, as I told you in my previous video, that there are three clauses. Dependent clauses are of three kinds: noun clause, adjective clause, and adverb clause. So, since we are talking about dependent clauses, today we will talk about noun clause. Now, noun clause. First, let's understand what is a noun. It's very common thing to understand. Everybody knows about it. That noun, it is a name of person, place, animal, concept, idea, even the action. Why it is action? Because gerund work always works as a noun, so it shows action, right? So playing or dancing or swimming, these are actually gerund. It is not a verb, you know. So I'll tell you later in my videos. Okay. So noun always shows, it is the name, not shows. Noun always talks about the name of action, concept, ideas, or place, person. Okay. These are called noun. Now, what is a noun clause? We are going to talk about it today. Now, first, let's understand what is a work of a noun. There are four work of a noun, four work of a noun, but these are actually there are more than four works, but today I'm going to focus on four main work of a noun. First work of a noun is to become a subject of any sentence. Second work of a noun is to become an object of a verb. And third work of a noun is to become a complement. And fourth work of a noun is to become an object to a preposition. Now I'm going to break it down for you. Don't be confused. You know, I'm going to make it very easy for you to understand. First, we'll talk about noun as a subject. And we will put noun clauses in place of it. Okay, so noun as a subject, if I say Tom is a lawyer or Tom eats mango. So our subject is Tom. Okay. So we have one single word as a subject. But what if I put a collection of word in a place of a subject? It become a noun clause. So if I say, but before that, I would like to tell you that noun clause always start with some conjunctions. Okay, these conjunctions are only used in noun clauses like that, which, wherever, whoever, why, or whether, if. These are certain conjunctions actually we use for noun clauses, but it doesn't mean that these conjunctions cannot be used in adjective and adverb clauses. Adverb and in adverb clauses and in adjective clauses, these particular conjunction can be used, but the meaning changes. You know, over the time you'll understand about it. First, focus on noun clause. Now, what I'm saying that, so I have started a sentence. Tom is a doctor, or Tom works in a factory, or Tom eats a fruit, anything. Tom is a subject. So, in place of a subject, if I am putting a in place of a subject, if I am putting a conjunction, a subject, and verb, it become a subordinate clause. So, if I say that Tom is a thief, now it is a subject. Don't think that it is a, you know, verb is included to it. That Tom is a thief. Now I'm adding verb because after subject verb comes. So if I'm saying that Tom is a thief is known to all. Now that Tom is a thief is known to all. So this is this part where I'm putting this particular group of words in place of one word. It is called noun clause. Now, why it is called noun clause? Now, I'm giving you another example and then I'll explain you why it is called noun clause. I know that he is a thief. I know that he is a thief. Now, what I'm doing, I'm telling a whole entire sentence. I know. This is main clause. That Tom is a thief. So, this part is subordinate clause where I'm adding a conjunction that, then subject Tom, and then verb is a thief, and after another word. So this part is called noun clause. Now let's understand why. So if I say that Tom is a thief is known to all, or I know that Tom is a thief. So these two parts, first one is talking about the subject, and second part is talking about the object. Because we know in noun we have two parts, subject and object. So how? So this part is subject. I'm giving you another example. Whoever, whoever clears this exam, whoever clears this exam will get the scholarship. Now this part is come in place of a subject. Whoever a conjunction, whoever a conjunction included the subject, clears verb, clears this exam. Whoever clears this exam will get will get scholarship, will get, this is verb, before verb we have subject. So it is not one subject, it is a group of subject, I mean it is a group which is talking about the subject. I Instead of saying that whoever clears this exam will get scholarship, I could have said that Tom or Ravi or Mahesh cleared the exam. If Tom, Ravi, Mahesh cleared the exam, they will get the scholarship. So instead of saying that, I'm saying whoever clears the exam. So this part is, it is noun clause. Okay. Whoever clears the exam will get the scholarship. So it has come in the place of a subject, so that is why it is working as a subject. And verb will get. This is the verb and subject, whoever clears the exam. So that is why it is called noun clause, because it has come in the place of a subject. Same way, if I say, I understand what, I understand what, I could put a single word saying I understand him, but I'm not using a single word for him. I understand Ravi. I understand his situation. I understand his difficulties. But instead of saying that, I'm saying I understand that he will not clear this exam, or I understand that his situation is worse. Now, here I understand that is a conjunction. I understand, I subject, understand verb. This is a main clause. Now we are going to add a subordinate clause, and subordinate clause start with a subordinate conjunction that. So here we are using the conjunction that he, anything, he does not understand my problem or something else. Okay. Now, how to identify? I know that you are getting confused. So, first of all, I'll talk about the subject first. Noun clause as a subject, because I'm not going to talk about anything else. Because too many things will make you confused. So, I'm not going to talk about anything. I'm going to talk about the subject only. So, in as we know that the subject is always noun or pronoun. Okay, and after subject, what happens when you create a sentence, when you write a sentence, always you start your sentence with a subject, right? And after that, verb comes, and after verb all other things, if object is there, object comes, if complement is there, comes. So this is a general sentence construction, right? So in a sentence we have always subject and then verb and then rest of the things. Okay, so when we are putting a subject, it is always a noun, or sometimes if noun is absent we put a pronoun, but noun is always there, right? So what I am doing then, instead of putting a noun, I am taking a group of words and putting in place of a noun. I mean, in the beginning of a sentence, a group of words. So it will work like a subject itself. I mean, noun clause working as a subject means group of some words. What the one word is doing, same work a group of word is also doing. Right? So if I say that but remember one thing, that always whenever we are writing a noun clause, we need to start our noun clause with a conjunction and then subject and then verb. Together it makes a kind of clause. Okay, it makes clause. Whatever you have chosen is not my type. Now, this is one of the examples I'm giving you. This is the one example I'm giving you. Whatever you have chosen is not my type. Let me break this down. Okay. Whatever you have chosen is not my type. So first I'm adding a conjunction, whatever. Okay. You have chosen. You subject, have chosen, verb. So we have got a noun clause, whatever you have chosen. But remember that three things, whatever you have chosen, it is a noun clause. It noun clause means it is we are placing the entire thing in place of a subject. Whatever you have chosen. Okay. Whatever you have chosen, something you have chosen, maybe you have chosen a boy for me, or whatever, maybe you have chosen a dress for me. Whatever you have chosen is not fit for me. So here is not fit for me, from here predicate start. Is not fit for me, is not fit for me. And rest of the before predicate we have always subject. So subject is whatever you have chosen. Whatever you have chosen is not fit for me. This is predicate. And this part is subject. Or if I say, whatever you are eating is not good for you. Whatever you are eating is not good for you. Whatever conjunction you subject are eating verb, a clause, then again we are putting is, because our predicate start from here, is not good for you. Okay. Whether you come to the party or not will not bother me. Whether you come to the party or not will not bother me. So, will not bother me, it is a predicate. And here, this part, whether a conjunction, you come to the party. To the party is another phrase. So, whether you come will not, but we need to know where. Whether you come to the party will not, going to, I mean, it is not going to, what is the sentence of God? Okay, now I'm going to give you another examples. Why he did not come was really secretive for me. Why he didn't come was really secretive. Remember that after noun clause, when you are putting noun clause in the place of a subject, always you need to have a verb after it. Then only it will call a noun clause. Because after subject, we need to have a verb, and then it becomes predicate, right? Now, how to identify a noun clause? Another way I'm going to tell you, and this is very important. So, what you need to do, that you have to ask. You have to ask to the verb what and who. Remember, you need to ask to the verb, not to the noun. To the verb, if you are asking what and who, you get the noun clause. But since I'm putting a lot of emphasis in knowing the subject only, so noun clause working as a subject only, so we'll focus on that only. So how? If I say that he will come tomorrow is clear. That he will come tomorrow, this is noun clause working as a subject, is clear. Now I'm going to ask what to the verb. What is clear? that he will come tomorrow. Okay, clear. Now, another example I'm going to give you, that he is a thief is known to everybody. That he is a thief is known to everybody. Now, ask the verb. What is known to everybody? That he is a thief. Now, if I say, whoever comes to this party will get a return gift. Now, ask to the verb, who comes to the party? Answer, you will get whoever comes to the party. But remember that what and who you are going to ask to the verb, not to the noun. Okay, so here it was noun clause, and I'm sure that you have understood a little, but I'm going to talk to you in detail. Today I have talked only noun clause as a subject, not as an object, though I have put a little focus on object and complement also. But in today's video, only noun clause as a subject. So when noun clause comes as a subject, it means that noun clause is always made from a conjunction, subject and verb. So noun clause, it means that it is coming in the beginning of a sentence, and after that verb is essential to come. If there is no verb, then it will not be called a subject. Okay, so this is noun clause. And how to identify a noun clause? You need to ask who and what to the verb. Okay, thank you. Now, tomorrow I'm going to talk about noun clause as a object in the sentence. Thank you so much.